Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Tower of Time. Where we left off last time, we had met a group of orcs on this bridge and they are apparently not happy to see us. A group of orcs approaches the party from the far end of the passage. They walk hunched over, clenching their weapons with wide, darting eyes. Though they see your champions, they constantly turn your head in every direction. Even as their weapons rise in preparation of your attack, they are clearly distracted, as if something more menacing stalks these halls. Maybe we don't need to fight them, but we definitely do. It says battle. Almost guaranteed that we're gonna have to face them down. So let's just do it. Some sword masters, some shamans, crossbowmen, armored cyclops, and earthcallers. The normal gambit of enemies. For the orcs anyways. Alright, let's roll out. Okay, let's freeze for 1 sec. Come on, I'm not gonna be able to get all of them. And... that does a lot of damage, actually. You know, I wasn't anticipating it doing that much, but it's pretty good. That's a giant mace that he's carrying. I didn't realize how huge that thing was. We should probably heal. What's our percentage at? 61%. Don't really need a hunter's mark right now. There's nothing really to hunter's mark, in all fairness. Time to move. Oh, we got sundered. That's okay. And that's all of that. Who did the most damage that time? Our archer did by a huge amount, but closing the gap is our dwarf and our tank. Our druid, of course, does not do very much damage, but... so the orcs have ventured to this level as well. I grow tired of these dim-witted brutes, never yielding the fight even when their defeat is all but certain. This group acted differently though. They were surprised when they saw us, but seemed almost relieved that it was us. I wonder what would make them so jumpy. Guessing it's those things. Very observant marksman. This time it is the orcs who intrude, and the creatures which claim this level don't take well to trespassers. In fact, the orcs have discovered firsthand coming to blows against an enemy with an even greater ferocity than their own. Welcome back, friend. I must admit that this tower always feels a bit less dismal when you grace us with your presence and knowledge. This other force that you speak of, what is it? Friend? You called me a friend? The tower avatar floats before your champion, staring intensely at them each in turn. Her face divulges no emotion, but her eyes reveal a strong, penetrating presence, as if trying to peer into your champion's innermost thoughts. This is unexpected. I cannot recall the last time someone referred to me as such. I will share what I know with my newfound friends. This other force, I believed you glimpsed them earlier, comes from a world of beasts, ancient and primal. Magus Sleeth opened a portal to their world and lured them to the tower. I don't think it went as he planned. As you've already learned, Sleeth's portals are only capable of transporting beings to the tower, so once the beasts came through, they were, for all intents and purposes, imprisoned here. What started off as a few have multiplied over the years. The beasts now infect this entire level, corrupting it with their filthy presence. The orcs wage constant war against the beasts, trying desperately to diminish their numbers and impose their dominance. But the beasts have proved far too resilient and too reproductive to overcome. The only thing that prevents the beasts from spreading to other levels are the tower's defense mechanisms. I'm afraid, however, just as before, these mechanisms will not differentiate between you and the beasts, classifying you both as hostile invaders. Huh. Then we'll call it even, Sprite Lady. My axe doesn't differentiate between green-skinned savages and nightmarish creatures either. Back in 1 sec. Alright, we are back, sorry about that. Your casual reference to terror is more astute than you realize, Rune Lord. I feel the nature of these beasts is somehow corrupted. They act towards ends the Avatar has not yet revealed. If they have purpose other than to survive, I know not of it. The beasts feed on orcs fallen in battle, or foolish enough to venture off alone. When that is not enough, they feed on the weakest among themselves, or on new, unaccustomed arrivals from their own world. And yes, I can already see the questions on your faces. The portal to the beast's world is still open. New beasts enter this tower sporadically. The tower considers this a major threat and is sealed off the lower levels until their presence is eradicated. The tower? You said you are the tower. How come you can't just clean their infestation yourself? Indeed, I am the tower, but my defense mechanisms are autonomous, programmed to defend my creators from threats like this without my voluntary control. It is a failsafe of their own design I cannot override. Avatar, can you tell us, who were your creators? He is silent for a long time. The Magi. Those of the 5 races with superior aptitude for magic, who gathered here to unlock its secrets. They are long gone now. In truth, my memory of them is mostly lost to time. Much of my energy is wasted containing the beasts here. There have been more recent disturbing developments elsewhere in the tower which I regret will require my full attention and capacity very soon. Perhaps you can purge this level of the beasts for me. I'll work on that. Again, charged with an incredibly dangerous mission by a mysterious power that gains us nothing in return. Are you really going to keep taking orders from Hurricane? If I did not know you better, I would believe you acted out of jealousy. Accepted, High Courier. The Tower Avatar is a construct born of duty. She has no motives or reasoning to task us other than to fill her own obligations. Obligations, as it turns out, that align with our very goals. Or did you forget we must reach the bottom of the tower, and the next level remains blocked as long as these beasts roam freely here? Still, I wish she told us more about the technology of this tower, or at least where we can find some machines to study. You give her too much credit, Chief. The more she tells us, the more I get the feeling she doesn't have a clue what's going on around here. Kane, you may be right. We may need to help her clear this level to proceed with my lord's mission, but that doesn't mean I feel any less manipulated, or that I like it. Well then, that is a valid complaint. Below, your champions see another group of the beasts next to a large number of orc bodies. They hope their path will not lead them to this area. It will. Almost guaranteed you when you say that. Also have hiccups. Kind of annoying. Crates. Your champions see a lot of crates with markings which you now recognize as orcish. It seems like this is their main staging area. They brace themselves for an imminent ambush. After a long while, unexpectedly, nothing happens. I can clearly see there's more orcs up ahead, which is a battle. There's also a small forge there. A Grey Shaman, and some more other guys. But mostly the Shaman is the important one. 3,300 health. It's quite a lot. No special things about this fight, no cages or anything, so... Is that the Grey Shaman already? Right out the gate? Huh. Okay, well... Should probably get there. Crap, that was it. I'm gonna redo that one. That was crappy. You do that. You do that. Actually, I want you to come here, do this. Maybe not. Stay and fight. And I'm probably just gonna get a heal thing going on there. So far this is going pretty easily. That Grey Shaman is getting just slammed. I don't think it's gonna last very much longer. We're gonna take a hit. Fine. Oh, it's done. It's less fine, but still not that big of a deal. Still, the Grey Shaman was only 30%, 25%? The entire monster array for this area. He can be up there by himself just doing his thing. Gotta get into some sort of range of these guys. Oh, there's 2 gray shamans. Oh. That's less good. Okay, we need to run you away. You can't just face off against all these guys by themselves. Let's slam that Grey Shaman with so much damage. Look at that, that's insane. He's gonna get stunned. Run away! Oh, I got stunned. Everything's fine. Okay, things are going pretty well here. %. Probably get him back down here somewhere. Oh, he's got 1 more guy to kill up here. Or 2 more guys to kill down there. 94%. $98. Our dwarf will kill the last one in a single hit. Look at that. Beautiful. We get a ring, fire resistance but crappy water resistance, immunity to daze, which is kind of nice. We lose a bunch of mana though, and we gain health regen though. So there's some good and bad points to it. Okay, small chests, which has stone and some gold. The gold is the most important part, but we are poor, like really poor. I'm gonna see if we can upgrade this hammer. I guess not, it's already at maximum level, apparently. I guess we'll wait to see. We can upgrade later. Or maybe if it's already upgraded, you can't upgrade it further? I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of hard to know yet. Old books. Your champions see a lot of books scattered here. When they come closer to inspect them, they see that they are covered with some green substance, which has burned away most of the pages. Oh, it's not a good sign. We're absolutely getting into that room with the, looks like gnolls? Or undead of some sort? Actually, you know what they kind of look like? They kind of look like a Githzerai or something like that. A group of beasts sit crouched in ambush, waiting to spring upon your champions as they enter, yet to your surprise, the creatures do not attack. Instead, they sit snarling and watching, clearly assessing their prey before moving in for the kill. From a quick survey of the area, your champions realize that they cannot pass without going through them. They ready their weapons in grim determination, uncertain what to expect from this enemy. Good point. What should we expect? I don't know. What I do know is we don't have to fight them yet, because we can get gold instead. Now I think we do. I also think we missed something here. Secret door. There are buzzing terrors, spike creatures, and aqua creatures. They don't really have a name, I guess. Buzzing creatures. Alright, we're gonna get some fire going and do that and do that. The buzzing creatures aren't too bad so far. Not sure about these guys though. Need you to move a little bit this way. And then do that. Not too hard so far. We're at 48%. Oops. No, stay there and fight. You are the person I wanted to move. No, go back and fight. Damn, misclicks. 62%. We're frozen. Now we're not frozen. That was actually pretty easy first fight. Not too concerned about them so far, and we got a cool wand out of it. It's a one-handed wand. 9.4 DPS, which I think is better than the one we're currently using. Pretty sure anyways. The savagery of the beast surpassed that of the orcs. The bodies lying here are mangled by teeth and claw. Your champions almost pity them. I wouldn't, they've been killing us the entire way through. Yeah, it's considerably better. Okay. Also looks cool. And +2 might on it as well. Pretty fancy. What else have we gotten? Right, that's the negative mana point thing. That's +2 mastery, but made her minus 14% mana too. Oof. That's pretty grim. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that the way it is. We found some more pants of some sort. We should check all of our equipment actually. We've gained a bunch of stuff recently. So new pants, these are significantly better in terms of armor. We lose some might. We gain a little bit of health. Our skill goes up a little bit, so we'll do that. Wait, there's more. No, the other one better. Okay. Yeah. Kind of a toss-up on those two. What about you? We have a slightly better bow that does fire damage, and +3 might. That's actually crazy. We'll lose a bunch of hit points, we'll lose some critical. We'll lose lifesteal. We'll gain... how much damage? 2 DPS. I actually don't know if that's worth it, to be fair. That lifesteal and health increase are pretty good. We might just leave that for now. These pants, however, are way better in most ways. Worse in like one way, but that's okay. I mean, these gloves are just straight up better. And that is it. Actually, this might be better for her because it helps regen. And +2 mastery will help her regen a lot. So 1 a second? I think we can do that. Okay. Gonna be a toss-up. I'll be right back. Sorry about that last cut. Let us continue down into the depths of the dungeon. This must have been a dining area once. Now everything is shattered and destroyed. It seems the fight took place here recently. Wait, is there no way across? Oh, that's up top? Or... I don't know exactly. We'll figure that out. A statue of strange green crystals placed in the eye sockets. It is clear that they were not part of the original sculpture. Who put them there? The orcs or the beasts? When your champions touch the statue, they feel nauseated, the physical manifestation of the corruption. Oh. At least it didn't manifest in, like, stat loss. That's good. There's a blueprint or something there. Oh, it's a lesser scroll. How do we get up to it? Oh, we just literally walk up to it. Oh, it's an ambush. Okay, that's fine. 2 champions will be found. We're gonna get her out first, though. Because if we can get her out first, she can shoot that one down much faster. So that's going to be our goal. Alright, you need to get there faster. Here we go. One's almost down. Halfway or so. Come on, dwarf. Okay, where's the other one? That's gonna suck. He's almost free! There we go, everyone's free now. Let's get this party actually started. That's a bad thing to have happen. Frozen. Heal up our dwarf a little bit. Hope our regen is fast, because having less mana means we have less attacks we can do with her. Okay, let's get her back, or get everyone back to here. Even though she's kind of capable of taking on everything by herself. That was a bad click. Oh well. And that's 100%. Stupid cages are annoying though. New leg things for somebody. They're triple enchantable. Plus 3% fire resistance. Guess the archer. Let's see where we can go now. How do we get down from this level? Maybe we can go in that way? Or up that way? We definitely killed our way through here. Then we came up here. The bookshelf was destroyed. Apparently the beasts don't like to read. They think book learning is for chumps. Oh, there's way down here. Okay. There's a small... Oh, there's gold. Something. I saw glittering. There's definitely dead things in here. Including a dead giant ogre. And a blueprint. Ooh. How do I get to you, blueprint? Can I climb up the... No, okay. Thought maybe I could climb up the chandelier, but that doesn't appear to be a case. This ogre's body is twice as large as the ones your party have fought before. Clearly, it must have been their greatest warrior. What force could have defeated such a tower of strength? Your champions shudder at the thought. You have killed giant earth elementals that were like 4 times your size, and probably bigger than that giant. You don't need to shudder about anything. Can we go up this way anywhere? That's how we came down. Yeah, we can totally go up this way. There's an enchant scroll. Total weapon damage by 20% and a weak knockback. And stagger when hit. Boots. Alright. Good boots. Actually, yeah, kinda. I'm gonna give him those pants, I think. And... nah, that's fine. Is that shield any good? It might be. -3 strength on our current shield, but retribution does some good stuff. Also gives damage. Oh, that's our damage. That's our retribution aura. Skill increase, but it's got way less resistance. Ah, that's fine for now. The -3 might's kind of crappy on it, but that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't actually know how much time we have left on this video because this is like the third video, and since I record in FLV, it doesn't show the times in Windows Explorer. So we're gonna go do this fight and then we'll call it there. There's a Hive Queen, and we're in a fire arena. That is the Hive Queen. She's only got 500 hit points. That's not much of a queen. Alright, that should be fine. I'm guessing there's gonna be... Oh, there's an elite spike creature that has way more life than the Hive Queen. Hey, go this way. That's 25% down. Another Hive Queen coming in. Like warrior. Take on that one. Oops. Don't do that. But do this, and you do that. I'm not sure if I need to do Hunter's Mark. I am aware that I have it as an ability, by the way, I'm not ignoring it, but I just don't know if I need it right now. They're dying pretty fast. Faster than a Hunter's Mark would really help out with. Time to move. Time to move faster. Okay, let's get the other two in there. I thought for sure that we were almost done this fight, but I guess there's more. Let's go. Get armor up. Get some health. This should be the last one, this last Hive Queen. And that's that. It's a decent 200 hammer. We'll take a look at it. We won the fight, and that's the important thing. There's also an altar with the Sleeth's archives. I've lost track of the days since setting up camp here. It would seem time itself has become my enemy. My food is all but gone. I know there's sustenance above, but the risk of venturing back is far too great. The orcs now have complete domain. Oh great spirits, how did this happen? Where did I go wrong? I am faced now with an important decision. The future of Artara, of my empire, hangs in the balance. The crystals I carry hold sufficient energy to open one last portal. Only one. There's no margin for error. The final world must bear fruit, or all will be lost. I am departing in the morning to a more satisfactory location. I will open the last portal and prevail. One day these journal's pages will be the first volume of the illustrious history of Emperor Sleeth. I mean, he's a powerful dude, don't get me wrong, but it seems like he bit off more than he could chew. And that's what's happening here. He's sort of going downhill really fast. We found another Warhammer, which has looked very similar to the first one. We're gonna grab the other blueprint and see if we can't upgrade one of our characters at least. We can train Mage Tower characters up to level 7 now, which is pretty nice. And I do like our Druid. I might not keep our Dwarf forever. I mean, there are good things about our Dwarf, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Dwarfist. But at the same time, I think another ranged character or something along those lines would be better. I don't know what the other characters are going to be. That's the problem. I don't want to kind of put too much into the 3 characters I already have now. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to level up my Druid. We don't know how long it's going to be before we get our next character. So we're going to call it here though. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you next time. Take care.